So if somebody gave you this machine and they told you this machine is what's going to help sustain your life, it'll provide the food for you, it'll provide what you need in order to keep you who you are going in this life and the next. Most people would take very good care of that machine. They would make sure that it was maintenance regularly, that it was up to date, that it was cleaned regularly. You would make sure that it's functioning because you know you need that to sustain life. Because without that, life as you know it would cease to exist. I compare that machine to the woman. The woman, see, society, because I mean, I used to think like this too, has turned femininity into a weakness. And it's turned masculinity to be weak too, but we're focusing on the feminine right now. And so, because of that, women don't like if they hear a man talk about being a housewife, doing the cooking, the cleaning, taking care of the kids, whatever, whatever. Some women, or I notice a lot of women lately, especially, get offended by the shit. But to me, it depends on where that man is coming from. Because if he's coming from an abusive space, which a lot of men are, unfortunately, they want you to stay home because they want to control you, not because they want to take care of you. There's a difference. And that's what really sucks when it comes to this is that what's supposed to be love has had abuse and toxicity added into it so much that no one knows what love is. No one knows the best role for them. Now, I'm not saying all women are made this way, but for the most part, we're pretty fucking fragile. I mean, women are built to push out human beings. The mere fact that a woman has a baby and then within a few weeks or the next day, depending on her situation, is going right back to work, it's fucking crazy to me. Like that woman should be being pampered. That machine, since people want to objectify the woman and now the woman has objectified herself, you take care of that machine. There are people who take care of their fucking assets more than their own ass or the asses that they claim belong to them. Why do you take better care of your car or your phone than you do your spouse? Why is the mother of your children, the one who's keeping your fucking legacy, busting her ass to help you provide for the home? Why is she doing all the cooking and cleaning and paying bills? That makes absolute and then having a children. It's like no wonder women don't want to fucking be with men. And that was the point. That was part of the plan to make women think that we don't need men. And for men eventually to think that they don't need women. Because now the fucking tune is changing. Now I'm hearing men say that they don't need us, that we need them. And it's like, no, bitch, we need each other. We balance each other out. He designed both sexes to balance each other out. I would not want to live in a world full of men, just like I would not want to live in a world full of women. I cannot imagine having to be in just one energy all the time or sitting in the energy that they don't sit well in because they don't have the other one to teach them how to be in that energy. What I have found is that being with him, which is the most dominant masculine energy I've ever known, I have learned what a man is supposed to mirror. They're supposed to mirror him, and I see why now. Because he is that alpha male. He plays that role. He is that type of person. Most of the men back then are like that. But then the devil came along and fucking changed the script and made it to where women hate that shit because men started abusing their power and abusing the woman and taking advantage of her. But then the woman, hey, but then the woman is also needed for the man to help soften him up. So to me, I see as the man toughens the girl up because he's definitely toughening me up. The masculinity helps toughen her up, help her with some logic, balance that emotion out. But then so does the woman do for the man. Give him perspective and logic and balance his emotions out. Because I mean, they're both emotional creatures. One just expresses it differently than the other, but the other one is seen as weaker than the other one, which is just ludicrous. But we need each other. Those energies need each other. And it can be in a platonic or a romantic sense. It's very much needed. I don't like it. I hate it when I hear people say that. Yes, the fuck you do. I don't need a man.
I
Here's
don't need a
you.
woman, they need
Maybe
me.
not as your partner, but it's like if you don't want no human, then try the man. That is the man that everybody fucking needs. And eventually, we'll have a woman too.